Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Don't waste time as a business owner. Now, this is even more important. Now, in my last episode, I talked about outworking your competition. But really, I'm going to tell you what, your biggest competition is you and your time. Don't waste time as a business owner. Don't waste time. Like if you have to write out your time, write out a schedule, you have to do something extra, don't do that. A lot of business owners, because a lot of people will start a business and they might be solopreneurs or they might have that side business or something and they don't have time doing it. You know, they might work on it one day a week, even though they have a full-time job or something. And, you know, they'll work on it one day a week, even though they could probably give more time to it. You know, they probably doing all this other stuff. You know, maximize your time as a business owner. Maximize it. You know, seriously, you got to really think about it. If you have to write down a schedule when you're going to do stuff, boom, you have to do it. Because that is part of your competition right there. Just giving time to your business. You competing with time. In fact, some serious business owners, they might not have as much time. Indeed, that's why you have people who make money, they big on those watches because time is everything. They are big on watches. You know, seriously, you go in any business type of book or any magazine, anything like that, the main thing that they advertising is watches. That's because time is very important. Time is very important. Like say you have a side business, or writers. That's a great example because I've known some writers and some writers who went pretty big, and that's a business. Writing is a business. You're trying to make money from it, and they would say they would concentrate a certain amount of hours in the morning or the evening to write. They didn't waste their time. They were dedicated. What you want to do is figure out how much time you want to give to your business. Now, you might have a full-time job, and okay, that's okay. But have a certain amount of time you dedicate to your business. Back when I had a full-time job, working part-time, I still had my publishing business. But there was a certain amount of time I dedicated to writing and business. I just dedicated it to it. Now, it wasn't a lot of time because, you know, I had the full-time job and I had the part-time job. It wasn't a lot of time. It was a little bit of time, but I still dedicated certain hours to that. I didn't really have time to waste. So I did what I had to do. One of the reasons why so many businesses fail, they didn't give time to it. I mean, I've known people who had stuff in them, you know, they would have time. They would have free time, but they weren't trying to do anything to make money. I knew a writer that wasn't taking any time to really push their book. I knew a writer, and I talked to him. I said, hold up, you got this time, you're not doing this. You need to be pushing your book. And they started doing it and then started making money off of it. But see, they were wasting time otherwise. See, one thing, when you're in business, time is important. Time is important. Regardless if you providing a service or you provide a product. If you're providing a service, you need to have people lined up to take that service. And if you don't have them lined up, seeing what you can do, looking at it, looking where you can go to provide that service, to advertise that service. If you have a product, you need to have some time where you mailing that product out or hitting stores up trying to get it in, talking to people, you know? Because one thing as a business owner, you don't have time to really sit back and relax. Yeah, you want to relax somewhat, but you need to be pushing it. You need to be pushing it. Because you got a lot of businesses out here that really fail for that one reason. The owner is wasting time doing something. Yeah, you want to go and, you want to have some fun and all of that, but then you don't want to have too much fun. Or I've known a few business owners, they'll have a business, they have a business card and everything, but then they only work on their business maybe once every 2 weeks or something. That is unacceptable. That is very unacceptable. You got to give more time to it. No matter what you're doing otherwise. I don't care. Now, if you got nothing but time, say you trying in the business full time, then how much time are you giving towards that business? Because even if you have a brick and mortar, say you have a brick and mortar that's open from 11 to 9, you still need to be doing some stuff. Indeed, I remember one of my 1,000 jobs again, when I was working at this African bookstore. It wasn't a bookstore, it was a store that sold African clothes and African sculpture. And it didn't get a lot of people. And I'll never forget when the owner came in, just saw me I was just sitting there. We didn't get a lot of customers. I was sitting there chilling. The owner was like, well, you need to be cleaning up. You need to be dusting. You need to be doing something. And I never forget that. In fact, I remember one time, one of my favorite times, she said something. She took me to the back. This the back room and everything, right? And there was some dust in the corner. And she was like, Ron, what is that? It was like dust. I was like, it's in the back room though. She's like, so why is it there? But she made money. She's still in business to this day, actually. She is still in business. I looked it up, but she's still in business. Because she was like, every second you're in there, you need to be doing something. If people ain't in there, you need to be cleaning something. You need to be calling something. I couldn't waste time working for her. That's why she still has this business, her business to this day. I looked it up. She still has that business, but she didn't waste time as a business owner. She was going to festivals and everything. She was putting in some work. She was putting in some work. That's why she's still there. But I've seen other businesses, they didn't put in the work. And that's why they were in trouble. They were wasting time. When you're in business, time's important. When you're in business, you need to be figuring out what you can do. Now, like I said, if you got a full-time job or something, that's understandable, but still have like something, put out some time for your business. Even if it's a few hours a week, maybe that's all you can do depending on the business, right? Because even if you're not selling something, you need to be doing research, seeing, okay, where can I sell it? What can I do to make more money? All right? And this is very important. Don't waste time. If you're a business owner, do not waste any time. And I want y'all to remember that. I want you to think about that, okay? This is very, very important. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. You know the deal. Let's go make that money.